Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you guys know, in the previous video, if you watched it already, we bought a 81 model box shaped Corolla. And today we just want to get the car, the maintenance things on the car sorted. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna service the car, and we also need to replace the front main seal because there is an oil leak. But we're just gonna go get the parts. We have most of the parts. We're just gonna go get some oil quickly, and then we can get straight to work.
A few moments later.
Guys, it's day 2 and we got so much done, or we actually cleaned up so many things. I didn't end up vlogging too much yesterday because my hands got really dirty and yeah, it was just uncomfortable. So what Frans was gonna do now is gonna use some Bluxum degreaser and just spray it on all the greasy parts, so that when we do spray it with the high pressure gun, it's more likely to come clean. But we did clean most of the stuff, so we just want to get into all the corners and stuff where we couldn't come in with our hands. We still need to do the oil change and put in the new seal and stuff, but we decided to actually just clean it up first before we get any work done, because it's so much easier to work when it's clean. We've just finished pressure washing the engine bay, and I must say it came out very decent. At the moment we're just waiting for it to dry, but while we're waiting for that to dry, we actually want to get these carpets of the caddy cleaned up, because the carpet actually got wet, and because the caddy was standing for a while, it started smelling really bad. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just give it a nice clean. We have the pressure washer out, so we're gonna use that to basically wash most of the dirt out and try and get most of the smell out. And so yeah, I'm just waiting for Francois to come back. He just went home quickly, and then we can start with this job. Guys, we did our best we could to clean this carpet, and I must say it came out pretty clean compared to what it was, and I'm really happy with the outcome. One thing that I should mention though is that if you plan on washing the carpets for a car that you daily drive and you're gonna need to drive the car ASAP, I wouldn't recommend this specific way of doing things, because this carpet is going to take a while to get dry. But because the caddy is not running at the moment, we don't mind letting it lay in the sun for as long as we can. In the meanwhile, I've moved the Corolla back to the shade. This is basically how everything came out after we cleaned it. All the greasiness here we cleaned up. On the subframe we did the best we could. It's quite decent. It's not the cleanest yet, but it's much better than it was. Even on that side, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's pretty clean there as well. I discovered that this section over here is a little bit rusted, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the wire brush tip for the drill and I'm gonna just go over it roughly here and then give it a young sand. And then also I still have some of this in this one rust buster leaf that I bought for the champs rust repairs, so I'm gonna wire brush that section over there and then I'm gonna sand it down, put some rust buster on it, and then probably spray it black with some can spray. I think it'll just look so much better, and the rust buster will obviously protect it from rusting any further. So yeah, let's get working. So guys, what we've done so far is we've wire brushed this entire panel right around on both sides, because there's this weird coating like this that was on the other side that didn't look very neat, so we cleaned that up very nicely, and I think it looks so much better now because we've been wire brushing. The whole engine bay got dirty due to the dust of the whatever that is. So I just gave it another spray down, and I think guys, this is very clean compared to what it was. I'm really happy with how far we've gotten so far. I don't think we're gonna get the car assembled and ready by the end of today, but I'm quite satisfied with how far we've come so far. I took off the coolant bottle, and with this car, the coolant bottle and the windshield sprayer is basically one thing. It's connected together. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm actually just gonna clean it up and clean the inside of the coolant bottle so that it looks very neat again. So after cleaning all of the components that I showed you guys earlier in the video, Franz and I decided that we are going to paint the side of the panel in the bay, because we wire brushed it basically. So now we're just masking it up, taping everything closed that we think should be closed, and then I'm going to I kind of already gave it a primer, light primer, just to see. And so yeah, I'm gonna give it some light primer, and then I'm just gonna give it a gray paint just to kind of match the color of the bay. It won't match, but at least it won't be as ugly as it was. Guys, so it's day 3 and we are still busy, but we ended up cleaning the entire engine bay yesterday. We gave it a proper wash. We also painted the inside of the I don't know what you call this panel, but the nose panel, I guess. We're still contemplating whether we're gonna leave it that grey, because that's the grey we had here, or whether we're gonna make it black. So painted the panel, we might change the color. And so now I'm going to rust bust this structure on the inside that is so rusted, because I just think it's gonna be good to put some rust converter there on before we paint it. So far we've applied that rust bust or the rust converter to the whole panel over there, or like the structure, the side as well, even that bar, just for safety. So what Franz and I are gonna do now, we're going to the shop quickly to go and buy some spray paint, black spray paint to spray that section, just to neaten it up and just to make it look neater than what it is now. I think the black paint will just finish it off very nicely and just make it look so much more neater. Also, we've given like a lot of the parts of the engine also a nice clean. Like the head over here we cleaned up very nicely. This casing we cleaned up very nicely. So also the timing chain cover we cleaned up very nicely. So it's coming along very nicely. $50.
Working now.
No way bro, you're gonna be on our YouTube channel.
Yo, this is Dino, man. Subscribe and follow.
Salute. I'll buy some food now, bro. We ordered our food, now we need to wait 15 minutes. So now we're just chilling. Guys, I just wanna put you guys on the best 20 rand you will ever spend. Guys, this is a pizza pie from Roman's Pizza. It's 20 rand. This is the best thing you ever spend a 20
Not a
rand on.
sponsor video. Syndrome. Can't do she got 850 in the first 2 months of fucking.
It's hot. But this is the barbecue chicken one. And I definitely recommend it. Guys, we are back home. We have a light here that we secured with some masking tape. And Jared is also here. Anyway, but we're gonna spray this structure over here now black, like I said earlier. We got some spray mate satin black paint here, and I think it will clean it up very nicely. We masked as much as we could, so yeah, now we can spray.
Come shake him up.
Jared, are we gonna make a explanation video of what happened on TikTok?
As got the means and what happened.
We'll make departure from car.
Now.
Basta Kimbo din. From Kimbo, wat is tayo flexing?
Okay, me bro.
Guys, that does not look so much neater. We just done spraying it and it's kind of dry now, and this is the result. I think this looks so neat. Guys, we just removed the old front main seal or the crank seal like they call it also. Basically we just put the screwdriver in, like forced it out. I think it's broken now, but this is how it looks. I don't think that one is good. So we got the, what is it, goeie op onderdelen, no? Victor Ryan's boy, only the best for Bobby.
But stop this.
The budget. So this is how the new main seal basically looks.
Is it old lah?
Yeah, because what can we do that?
Gooi die man niet aan weg. Hoe kan je dat beetje man?
Oh yeah.
This is the day after yesterday, guys. Day 2 or 3. Working on Bobby.
Day 4, my nigga.
Oh, it's day 4. Oh wait, day 4 and working on Bobby.
So yeah guys, it is the 4th day of working on the Corolla, but we got so much done and we ended up assembling everything. So all we need to do now is basically just drain the oil, put in the fresh oil with the new oil filter, the air filter needs to go on, and the spark plugs. Oh, and then we also discovered that one of the fuel lines are messed up completely, so we're gonna go get some new fuel lines and put the new fuel filter on as well. So yeah, it is very windy outside, guys, so apologies for the wind. I'm gonna try my best to not film in the wind. So thus far we've basically assembled everything here in front that we removed. As you guys can see, the radiator is back, the shroud is back, the fan is back. We sprayed the pulley over there, a nice new black coat. We cleaned up the thermostat housing. Fresh. Yeah, you can't see, but the water pump also.
It was covered in like oil, residue, and stuff. So she that.
The water bottle, the coolant bottle and water spray bottle also cleaned to the best of our abilities.